Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Spelunky. We're going to be playing not a daily challenge today. This is just your standard, everyday, typical Spelunky run with two beautiful crates right off the bat. So, and a throwing mitt and a shotgun. Okay, this is looking like it is going to be a shopkeeper killing run, simply due to the fact that we have some pretty serious firepower right off the get-go here. But anyway, let's just set the stage first. This is not a daily challenge. This is just your standard, everyday Spelunky run. We're going to have some fun with it, I'm hoping. And because this is not a daily challenge, we're going to be taking a little bit more of a... the aim of the run is not necessarily going to be to get a lot of gold. It's going to be to primarily get further than I've ever been before. And by that, I guess at this point, there's only one frontier that is yet to be crossed, and that is we have to beat Yama. I hope the video's gone up by now. If not, there's been some kind of catastrophic error. But I did get to hell recently in an episode. In fact, it might be the most recent non-daily challenge video that went up. I got to hell. I'm just spoiling it in case either A, you didn't see it, or B, in the worst case scenario, there's been some kind of video editing error, which I did have with it. So it sounds like I'm making this up. I promise you, this is not like, you know, my 8th grade girlfriend who lived in Wyoming or something like that. This is a real thing that happened. I got to King Yama by getting to hell, and basically when I was in hell, you know, there's not much to be proud of. It was not like I had an amazing hell run. I mostly just left every single floor as soon as I could. I had crazy items. But then I lost against King Yama, and, you know, that's fine. It was a staggering amount of progress relative to the progress that I had before, where, you know, I'd only been to hell once. And the time that I actually did it, I died to a bat, like, 10 seconds later. So, I was very pleased with that run, and we're going to try to kind of retain that form here. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Is it worth killing the shopkeeper over the items that he has in there? Not necessarily, but, you know, if we're going to kill shopkeepers eventually, we might as well start right now. Take these extra ropes, take the climbing gloves and the spike shoes and the glasses, and make some progress. So, I don't know how this is going to work out for us in the long run, but I know I'm guessing here in the short run at least, we'll have some decent opportunities to improve ourselves. And mostly I'm looking for a jetpack or something along those lines. A cape would be nice, but a jetpack is... ideal. So, in particular, the shotgun is still probably the best item that we have. The climbing gloves, nice as well. Would have been nice to get some extra bombs. Alas, no such luck. So, we are going to look for the black market. I'm hoping that I'm not abandoning the Ujet Eye on this floor. And we are going to have to deal with shopkeepers for the rest of our time here, which is going to be frustrating. But, you know, with the shotgun, I should be safe until at least we come across, like, a really rough layout. Oh, man, it's the weird music that occasionally you get on the mines. Yeah, I should be alright until a little bit later, at least. Just trying to plan my shots accordingly for dealing with this guy. That is going to give us the paste for free. Money for nothing and paste for free. Obviously, it's just kind of there's a cape there. It's a funky situation to be in. And here's how I'm going to do this, I think. We're going to blow that up. Thanks for the free emerald. And then, okay, better safe than sorry, right? He might have some extra bombs here. So let's just pop this down, and then we'll start firing shots in through here. What do you mean you'll pay for your crimes? I mean, we've already in a situation where crimes have been paid for. This is going to be a very slow floor, don't get me wrong. And in fact, it's probably in my best interest to do this just so it's safer for me to get across. This was mostly to get that cape, because obviously that's the most important thing for me. Now, do have a shopkeeper down below somewhere close to the exit that is probably going to cause me some problems. So now, okay, we're safe. I totally forgot what I was saying a little bit earlier, but anyway. That's irrelevant, because here we are. We're still trying to get money. We don't need money to get the black market anymore. Or to get the Ankh anymore. We're still going to get the Ankh. We're just going to have to murder shopkeepers to do it. But we do need money to get us into the high score leaderboard. So it's like unlikely we're going to perform very well, but we're going to try anyway. And of course, if this run goes terribly wrong, which is totally possible given the circumstances that we've seen so far, I will just restart and do another one. But I will say, I think this is what I was going to say. I was totally going to toot my own horn. That was so risky. I've been playing pretty well in Spelunky lately. I've been on form relative to my usual, so I'm really hoping that this could be maybe a landmark day or a series of runs, and maybe we can make something amazing happen for ourselves. So... I don't really want to deal with a shopkeeper if I can avoid it. I'd much rather just drop in and go straight to the exit, but I have botched it miserably. So we just run to the exit now, calmly, as if nothing was possibly wrong. Okay, that was a very scary situation for me, but we made it through. So, obviously, bombs are an issue right now. Bombs are a major part of my strategy for murdering shopkeepers after I've already angered them, because, you know, it's substantially easier to just throw a bomb, especially with paste, which we already have, into a shopkeeper, than it is to shoot him, which puts you directly in his line of fire. It's like a hide-and-go-seek or something, you know, right? If he can see you, you can see him as well, and vice versa. So if you can see him, he can see you, which is obviously the worst of the two possibilities there. Now, we're just going to fall ever so slightly here. Actually, that was better than what I intended, so I'm pleased with that. But let's continue moving on here. Should trigger the arrow trap accidentally. There is our idol. Sorry, our altar. I've made that mistake much less recently. I feel good about that. I'm going to use a bomb here just in case this crate contains bombs, which it does. And I'm just shooting bullets just in case there's a shopkeeper in here. At the very least, this would keep him at bay. Now, there's lots of sacrificial opportunities here, but I mostly want to make sure that I'm getting the Ujat Eye. So there's a key in here. We should probably kill the shopkeepers first, unless there's an easy way out here. I kind of have to... Oh, no, I don't have to go through here. Okay. I said I kind of have to because I wasn't 100% sure. We don't need the dog. I would love to get the dog, but the most important thing for us is getting that key. So I'm actually just going to throw it out a little bit just to give me a little space in case the ghost comes, because obviously we're going to have to deal with the shopkeeper before I really worry about the Ujat Eye. As much as the Ujat Eye is important, it's also important for us to murder these shopkeepers, otherwise we don't really stand a chance, do we? Well, you know, we can get the Ujat Eye now and save ourselves some time. It's probably a pretty important way of dealing with things. And, well, let me think about this. That's how you do it? Okay, we lived, and I put myself in a very harrowing situation, but we lived. And it was largely due to the most MLG bomb sticking I've ever done in my entire life. No question about it. Now we try to sacrifice our damsel as quickly as possible. We could also take him to the exit, but apparently I'm taking the ultimate high-risk, high-reward strategy. This gives us a chance to get the Kapala. Now this will all be for naught if the ghost shows up in a second, so... I'm just looking up here. Okay, good. We will be able to do this. Good item. Spring shoes. Actually, a really nice synergy between the spring shoes and the climbing gloves and everything else that we have. So we'll take our shotgun, and then we'll get the fuck out of town. There were more sacrifices to be made there, but the fact that I am still alive right now is a goddamn modern miracle. Now, do we have 50,000 gold? Not quite. Doesn't matter. Entirely not, because we are just looking to murder every shopkeeper in the black market. Now, this is not going to be easy. In fact, it's probably going to be the hardest part of our the shopkeeper-centric part of our run anyway. That being said, if we can manage to do it, we should not only get the benefits of the Ankh, of course, which is essential, but also the benefits of the other items in the shop. So we could be looking at some serious firepower coming out pretty soon. Replacing the cape with the jetpack and getting a lot of bombs is kind of number one on my list. In fact, I would love to get a lot of bombs before we even worry about the black market, because we do find ourselves in a position where I don't have any, and that's not good. So I chose not to shoot at that shopkeeper yet. I was really hoping that would kind of blow up a hole that I could easily shoot from. It appears that the black market will not be on this level. So, wow, the plant ate him. I did not expect that to happen. Now we go through the door, and we're about to cross 50,000 legitimately. But we have much better items than if we had done it legitimately. Now, of course, this is every spelunker's biggest fear. A dark level on a dead or restless level, and the black market's here. And there's the black market. It's like directly below us. So if I can find the black market, I can get a lot of money here. Problem is I want to do this without angering Kali, because I really want to, if possible, give myself the opportunity to get the, get the Kapala? I don't know, but I also don't want to risk it, because if I fuck it up, I've only got 2 bombs, right? That angered the shit out of Kali, but it also found the black market. Okay. Where's the shotgun? I did take the shotgun with me, right? Yes, it's right here. So fuck everything else. There's probably advantages that we could get here, but obviously our only number one concern. I'm sorry, Kali. It was a terrible mistake. We can get the lightning bugs. We can get everything else. But the most important thing is just getting to the black market. We're gonna have to murder a dog to make this happen. That's how the strength of my conviction right now. I will indeed. Well, okay, we're dead. That happened very, very quickly. Okay, so that's why I don't like to anchor shopkeepers. Still is a fun run nonetheless. A good warm-up to get my brain used to the mechanics of Spelunky again. Used to the jumps and then the physics and whatnot. And, you know, that's the risky take when you murder shopkeepers. But hey, you know why we murdered shopkeepers in that run? It's not due to some kind of horrible personality flaw. I think it's due to the fact that we got a shotgun right off the bat, and to be quite honest with you, probably would have accidentally shot a shopkeeper at some point anyway, maybe trying to murder a bat or something early in the game. So overall, I'm pleased with the way that run turned out, and it's not the best run I've ever had where I murdered shopkeepers, I'll admit. I had a run, I think on stream with Mike and Ohm, where I accidentally killed a shopkeeper, or purposely killed a shopkeeper. 12 bombs right off the bat, that's awesome. Purposely killed a shopkeeper and then made it all the way to hell, but that is certainly not... I mean, it's repeatable, but it's not likely to be repeated by me anytime soon. So now that we've got these bombs, I'm being a little bit more liberal with them, which I should not be. But this is going to allow me to kind of expedite the process of getting this dog to the exit. We get the dog to the exit. That's really good news. We're definitely not missing out on the Ujat Eye here on the first floor, so... We'll finish off with 15 bombs, 4 ropes, and about 12,000 gold. And in fact, perfectly 12,000 gold, not to mention a little bit of extra health. Pleased. Now, let's... apparently, I've stopped using pronouns at all. It's not I'm pleased, it's just pleased. You know what? This is a risky proposition, because there is... it's a lot of money to spend, but... I am going to try, at the very least, to get the 20,000 necessary to buy this jetpack. It pays for itself pretty quickly. It's a huge item with respect to its value, and I almost lost it immediately by just jumping onto what could have been an awful spike territory. But anyway, we're looking for another roughly 7,000, and we're getting close-ish, if we're being polite, at least. No more money down here, but there is a damsel. So, you know, it might take us a while. I can't believe I let myself get hit there. Yeah, it's definitely the kind of thing that is unlikely to be fast. I am going to use 2 extra bombs here just to put myself in a better position. I have the money to waste, or sorry, the bombs to waste to make it happen. Could also murder the shopkeeper. Don't get me wrong, there's some very good items there, but it's not really my style. When we, you know, murdering 2 shopkeepers in a row and probably botching 2 runs as a result of it, I don't want to necessarily do that. I wish I could just sell the dog to the shopkeeper. He can just pimp it out in the sex trade later like he always does anyway. I'm not trying to say that's right. I'm just saying that's how it goes. Now, there is another 1,500, so it's looking... this is definitely going to make it possible here now. If only I had the jetpack. If I had picked it up on layaway or something, I wouldn't have to spend probably almost all of my ropes to go back and make it happen. Now, watch me just get a jetpack randomly. From that altar. But anyway, is it worth it? Yeah, it's a tall ask, but it's worth it nonetheless. Also, would have been awesome to pick up the compass, but it's not necessary this early. That jetpack is definitely a huge asset. Now, it might put us in a position where the Ankh is very difficult to purchase. I mean, we did spend 20,000 gold there. We don't even have the Ujat Eye yet. We're probably going to desire a snake pit level, just so we can get the Matic, and, you know, that's not 100%, but it's fairly likely. 3 extra bombs is good, and, you know, we don't really need ropes as much now with the addition of the jetpack. So the fact that we're at 1 rope, yeah, I guess it kind of sucks, but, you know, it's all good. So there is the glasses. The glasses also, as people have told me, because I malign the glasses a lot, I still think the glasses are pretty bad, but the fact that... they're not 100% overlapped with the Ujat Eye is a little bit better. They also give you increased vision on dark levels, or so I hear, and that's an asset in and of itself. I'm okay with that. Is it worth sacrificing a dog for that? Probably not, but it's always worth sacrificing a dog to get a little bit closer to the Kapala, in my opinion at least, because, you know, you're sacrificing 1 health to potentially make it... That was so stupid. That was so dumb. To potentially make it substantially easier for you to get, you know, unlimited health later on. Now, there's a bomb box down there. Not super hype about that. We're only on the 3rd floor, so our money situation is not dire yet. 17 bombs. Spike shoes are an interesting pickup, but I just can't afford it right now. Something I would love to get, but just it's not in the cards for me, unfortunately. And yeah, let's come down here. I really can't afford to take damage, so backing myself into this corner may have actually been the smartest decision I could make. Pick up some more ropes. It's not the end of the world to picking up ropes. I'm happy we have them. More bombs would still probably be more valuable, especially now that we have 7 ropes. But didn't see any keys while I was up there, did I? No, I did not. All right, so we have a lot of funky stuff going on here. I wanted to get this guy going like this, just so I could possibly like do a crazy throw and then get the fuck out of town. So did I accidentally miss a Jedi? It's a possibility. I may also find myself in a position where I'm going to have to murder shopkeepers on the black market. Not a fan of that, but you got to do what you got to do to a certain extent. We also, a major piss off for me here is the fact I had to do that. I'm not a big fan of it, but oh, that was the worst. Okay, the fact that I didn't get killed there almost makes it worthwhile. Now is this arrow trap fired? I've got to use a rope. Oh my god, it didn't even find out. And there's no even need for me to come up here. But anyway, I don't even want to talk about that. That was bad. I don't have paste yet. That's really bad because it puts me in a position where I can't easily throw bombs and stick them. Mind you, I have a surplus of bombs, more than enough necessary to do what needs to be done. In most cases, at least. But I would love to have more. And we do have the potential to get the Kapala very, very shortly here. I am, of course, taking a look out to see if the Jedi is here. I rarely miss it these days. It does happen, but not with the same kind of regularity that it used to happen. So we're just going to watch out for an arrow trap, mostly. That should have triggered it. It has indeed fired then. I wish you could just buy the Jedi. Save me some trouble here. Please tell me. Oh my god, they're right next to one another down there. Okay, so all is not lost. Financially, we're still in a very bad position. I totally forgot that I didn't have paste. Luckily, I have the amount of bombs necessary to not make that absolutely catastrophic. That was an objective mistake, though. Now, just get the fuck out. I have to try to maximize my gold. And it would almost be better for me to take a shotgun right now, like murder this guy, take his shotgun, and then move on. But I'm going to hold out hope that we're going to be able to hit 50,000 before we get to the black market. Now watch, it'll just start blinking like as soon as we spawn on the level. Of course, it's a dark level as well. I didn't see an opportunity to get a damsel on that last level. And, you know, honestly, it's fairly difficult to get a damsel on this level, too. Our gold is a major concern. Our health is a major concern. One thing that isn't a major concern are our bombs, which is nice. Now, if we could actually get the royal jelly here, that would go a long way towards solving my health problem. Now, I'm just kind of baiting these bees into coming out. There's a Big Daddy Bee. I forgot that I didn't have paste, and I got stung to death. Jeez, that was pretty bad. Well, I'm going to call this run quits here. I feel like I've lost a little bit of momentum. I'm going to regroup and then come back at it in a second. But as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will absolutely see you next time. Oh my god, it was a rushing water level too? Come on, at some point. Dark level, black market, rushing water, bees, no paste. If that paste worked, we would have been fine. But anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you're enjoying the series so far. I hope you're enjoying playing Spelunky yourself. And hopefully my failings provide you with a little bit of insight as well as entertainment. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.